The only way to address darkness is by introducing light. Stopping by today to encourage you to turn the light on for somebody. Looking today at 2 Samuel chapter 16, starting at verse 11. And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, Behold, my son, which came forth out of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone, and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him. It may be that the Lord will look on mine affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his cursing this day. Here's the context of this. David has been chased out of his kingdom by his own son. His son is turned on him, and he is now out, and he is left, and he's really not sure of what's next. He just knows that he's fleeing for his life. On the way out, he encounters this man, this Benjamite named Shimei, and Shimei stands on the opposite side of the road, and he is yelling at David. He is cursing David out. He is speaking things over David that are just should not be repeated. And David has his loyal men with him, and one of them says, let me go over there and take his head off. Let me treat him like the dog that he is. Let me deal with him, because what he is doing is not acceptable. David's response is amazing here, because David says the Lord has allowed this to take place. The Lord has allowed this. He doesn't say God is pleased with what Absalom, my son, has done, but he acknowledges that God has allowed it, that it has to go over the desk of God before it can ever take place. And because God has allowed it, David determines to take a position that does not prove his self-righteousness, but instead proves that he believes and trusts God and knows that God is indeed righteous. Here's my encouragement to you today, and here's how I'm asking you to turn the light on today and helping you to turn the light on today. Oftentimes we, when dealing with situations, have an option. We can take a position of self-righteousness. I don't deserve this because I've done this and I've done this and I've done this and everything is good. Job kind of took that position when dealing with his whole situation. But the better position, and the one that Job switched to, was a position of trust in the righteousness of God. It is saying, God, I might not feel as if this is something that I should be going through, but I look to you, and I don't ascribe righteousness to myself and say, because I am so good, this needs to end. I don't label myself as a victim. Instead, I fall at your feet and declare that I trust you, and I allow your righteousness to be that which vindicates me. Today, rather than choosing a position of self-righteousness, which really only lends to depression, despair, and discouragement, choose a position of trust in God's righteousness, which will deliver you from the curse of being in a place of feeling as if you have to defend yourself. God has already paid the price for you. He has already mounted the defense. Just trust him. The eternal judge, the one that is judge, that is jury, that is our lawyer and our defender, is the God that we trust in. He has already paid the price. Just trust God. Yes, things may go over his desk that are not pleasing to us, but you can trust that the righteous judge of all will do what is right. Like David, you can say that God has allowed this, but I also know that if God sees fit, all of this will change. Put your trust in God today. Don't leave your day, don't end your day being discouraged, but instead go through it knowing that God is trustworthy and you can believe and trust in his righteousness. Turn the light on for somebody today, encourage them and remind them that God is in control and he can be trusted. Love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.